Okay, like with differentiation, we have a set of differentiation rules, right? So a product rule, it's one of them. There's also a quotient rule. There's also the chain rule, okay? Now, in the description box, share my links for other rules that I've discussed in this channel. So, but for this lesson, the focus will be the product rule. All right, so the product rule for differentiation is a method that is used to find the derivative of a function that is the product of two other functions. Okay, so let me show you mathematically. H of x as a function, right? H of x as a function. This function h of x is equal to a product of function number 1 and function number 2. So it's function 1 multiplies with function number 2 to produce this function. Okay, now to get the derivative, this is what we do. We take function number 2 and get the derivative yake and multiply with the first function and then add the product of the first derivative of the first function and the second function. So we are basically taking f of x sim times by the derivative of the second function and add the product of g of x, which is the second function, and the first derivative of x. Okay, so let me erase this and then start our first example. So here's example number 1. Okay, this is example number 1. Now, Lana, we have to differentiate this function with respect to x. With respect to x. So how do we differentiate lento lena? Okay. Look at x as a function f, and then square root x as a function g. So I have two functions multiplying each other. Okay. But first, I have to change this square root x into a rational exponent. So Lana, it's gonna be h of x as differentiate yet. It's gonna be x multiplying x raised to exponent half. Okay, now I can differentiate again. Now h prime of x is equal to sitata f of x, the first function sibhala njengobinjalo. It's gonna be x multiplied by the derivative of the second function g. What is the derivative of this? It's 1 over 2 x raised to exponent minus half. So it's this times 1 is equal to half x raised to exponent lo half sim minus 1 is total minus half. It's total minus half. Plus we take g, the second function, that is x raised to exponent half multiplied by the derivative of f, which is this. What is the derivative of x? It's just 1, equal to this times this gives us half x, a 1 plus low minus 1 over 2. What is 1 plus minus 1 over 2? That is just a half, plus log times log gives us x raised to exponent half. So our final answer is gonna be 1 over 2 square root x. I'm taking it back to exponent form. Okay, but Lana, it also happens to be like terms. This is a like term with that one, right? So we know 1 coefficient of 1 or coefficient of a half. What is 1 plus a half? 3 over 2 square root x. This is our answer again. This is our answer again. Now let's take our second example. So say we have something like this. Take this, or look at x as f, and then you look at exponential function as g. So h prime of x, this is gonna be equal to f of x, which is this. You take you take it as it is, or you multiply by the derivative of the second function, this one. So it's gonna be e2x. So this is a function within a function. So the derivative of e raised to exponent 2x is just e raised to exponent 2x multiplied by the derivative of the function 2x. What is the derivative of 2x? It's just 2. Okay, it's just 2 plus g. What is g? It's e raised to exponent 2x multiplied by f prime x. So we need the derivative of x. What is the derivative of x? It's 1 equal to the 2 it times that x is equal to 2x e raised to exponent 2x plus 1 times this is just gonna be e raised to exponent 2x. Final answer actually. Let's get one last example. Look at this as f, this function number 1, and then you look at this as g, right, as function g. This is a whole and this is a whole. Now, I think the best way to look at the differentiate product rule, right? In order to identify f no g would be to identify or spot where there's an x value. Like in this case, I see x value in 2 places. Ngimbona lana, that is why ngithe ug lo. Ngibona x nangapha futhi. That is why ngithi this is f. You isolate the two functions by where you find or where you locate the value of x, the variable of x. Okay, so f prime x is equal to, we take f njengoba njalo siyambhala, that is x multiplied by, we take g and differentiate. We take the g, we differentiate. What's the derivative for this? It's sec squared 3x multiplied by the derivative of 3x is equal to 3 plus, we take g, we take this g we turn 3x, and then we multiply this by the f function, which is x. What is the derivative of x? It's 1 equal to 3 times another x is equal to 3x. Then sibano sec squared 3x plus 1 times this is just gonna be a tan 3x. This is our final answer again. Okay, simple enough, simple enough. Now, this ends our lesson for the product rule. I hope we enjoy it. I hope you got something out of this discussion. Check out the description box for the other rules that I've discussed in this channel. Nanga we enjoy the content, please leave a like. Nanga put a question, let's talk in the comment section. Peace.